two, and one. Welcome! Welcome to Maria and Joe Live TV. And of course, I have our handsome Joe.
Woohoo! And our beautiful Maria today? Yeah!
I know, right? That happens only once in a blue moon, honey. You can have me only one in a blue moon.
I know.
So,
Looks like we shop at the same place for our jewelry. I love that.
oh
I love
yeah?
that.
Oh, wow. Oh,
It's almost the same.
it's almost the same. You're funny. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight, watching us with our beautiful faces, letting us stay in the screen of your TV, your phone, your iPhone, your tablet, your computer, wherever you see us. Thank you so much for staying with us, and I hope you get something empowering and inspiration on our talk today.
You brought up a good point. I know someone that does their internet on the refrigerator. So somebody may be looking at the refrigerator right now watching us. But hopefully you don't keep opening the door. Just watch us on the refrigerator.
Wow. You know what?
Yeah.
That was funny, Joe, because we are in the internet. We are on all social media, live streaming in real time on your YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, tweets, and our social media shows.com. And we never know who actually watching us. In fact, last week, JC actually mentioned this on his show that when he was on one of the restaurant here in Las Vegas, he was on the line of the restaurant, and then this guy approached him and said, do you know Maria? And JC said, yeah. And then the guy said that I see you on the social media shows network.
It happens. We've been getting bigger and bigger these last couple of years for sure.
Isn't that funny that somebody just walk up to you and said, "Hey, I saw your show." That is literally, it is a rewarding feeling.
I
You,
know. I remember at the valet in Las Vegas a few months back, before this pandemic happened, when I was out there, and the valet who got my car, he recognized me from the show. It was pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.
oh yes, I actually met that the same guy again few weeks ago, Joe.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you don't know me," and I'm like, who are?" It's like we work together, and I saw your shows, and I was like, "Oh yeah," it is amazing feeling, like hey, I see your show. It's very empowering. Hey, I see your show. Whatever the thing that they were saying, it's just we love you all. We appreciate
Oh
you
yeah.
all who are tuning in on social media shows. No matter what type of show you want to watch, we have different genre of shows. We have more upcoming shows. We have the women empowerment show, which is actually been running for a year now, and it
Wow.
has a lot over 20 women and guests, men and women actually. We had male guests on the show, and JC's there. So we had so much people actually been sharing and talking about the honeybees women empowerment show.
Sure.
It's just so unfortunate, Joe, that our main host, Ty Stamp, is moving out of the state. That's
Oh,
that's the reason why we're gonna let her go, and it's a good thing that she's moving because she's getting married, and we are so
ouch.
happy for her.
Did she
And
get permission? Did we give her permission?
I know, right? The guy supposedly come and ask us first, right? But anyways,
Oh,
yeah, she literally don't wanna cut the ties with us. She was like, I wish that we can do something even though I'm far away. That's what she told us, and it is just,
yeah.
it's a bittersweet for me because she is getting married. Come on, right? Who
No,
would
that's good.
who would love to stop that? Nobody would stop
I
that.
think that did she find her husband on the show? Somebody watched her. I think that's what happened. Watched on the show. So we make relationships happen on this show and on our network. I think we're bringing more people closer together. Pretty
Oh,
exciting.
somebody actually commented, Joe. It's her name is Verna Nelson. Hi, Verna, and she
Hi,
said,
Verna. How you doing?
and she
Ooh.
and she said, yes, I want to watch this show. It's very interesting to me. That's what she said. Thank
We have a
you.
lot of fun doing these kind of things. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Verna. Thank you, Han. Anyways, guys, we are reaching our 2 years anniversary on social media shows, and we are so happy
Woo-hoo!
to announce that. And also 100 episodes on the first top three show program here on social media shows in the office, which is Mr. Handsome Joe, and also Let's Talk
There we
World.
go.
That's my show that you saw earlier, and also the Fab Life that talks about fashion. The fabulous JC Crazy logo. So, and you know what funny, Joe, is these three shows is actually run by the executives of social media. The three executives of social media. Can you
There you
imagine
go.
that?
That, that's crazy. We're here the longest. More to say, they can't shut us up.
I know, right? Well, yeah. Well, they've been shutting me down for a long while. For 3 weeks, I was on jail actually, Facebook jail. But it's all good. I don't
We like
really.
when you're in Facebook jail. Then we can do anything we want to.
What's that?
When you're in Facebook jail, we can do anything we want to.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, right. But anyways, Joe, so how's your week this time? I know that you've been
We're,
so busy.
we're doing so good, and you know I'm in Toastmasters. In fact, yesterday I was in Cape Town, South Africa, at a meeting, and the other day in China, and the other day in the Philippines, and all over the United States. It's so much fun seeing people interact more now than they ever did before. Never thought we could do this. So I have a lot of fun. Hey, Greg, thanks for joining the show. He's a Toastmaster
Hi,
also.
Greg. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please comment on the comment back box and let us know, what you can contribute to our show today. We are gonna be talking about incompatibilities, and
Ooh.
ooh, I heard that. Ooh. But anyways, incompatibilities is not really a bad thing, honestly. It is you know, compatibility means it's a state in which two things are able to exist or occur together without problems and conflict. In a short words, it means getting along. So,
Not killing each other, yes.
yes, getting along. But do you think, Joe, that do you think everybody get along instantly?
No, no, not at all. I remember the first time we met. We got along right away. And then we had some friction, and like, is this compatible, not compatible? But just pay attention to each other and listen, and everything works out okay.
Exactly. That's a really good point of what you said, because not but nobody get along right away. You're gonna have to click, and you're gonna have to. I know that when people start getting along from the first meeting is just more of being courteous and polite to that person. It's nothing to do with compatibilities yet. It's the same getting into a compatibility mode, or getting along in short words, is it goes in steps, in different steps, like problem solving, like steps into a relationship, those kind of thing. It doesn't go right away. I remember, Joe, we got big discussions about this yesterday with other people, and I was telling them, I know, well, there is a comment that was said yesterday that if it's not compatible, then it's not a good thing. Yes, that's true. It's not a good thing. And then on the other hand, my own opinion about this is, you
Yep.
know, I know that if you are incompatible, it's not a good thing. So, what steps do you take to get into the compatibility mode? That's my question. Because
Sure.
you cannot just say that, oh, if you are incompatible, it's bad. You cannot just say that. It's just like you saying that incompatible is bad. You have to walk away. It's just saying that is a negative thing. Like, okay, you're being negative if you say incompatibility is not, you're walking away. Supposedly, incompatibility, you have to find a way to be compatible. And if it's not happening, then that's the time you walk away. I don't know if you agree with me.
Well, in some cases, well, even marriages, they're compatible for a while, then something happens and they go their separate ways. Same as businesses or even working somewhere. Everything might work great for a short period of time or maybe even years, and then something else grabs your attention or changes your beliefs and your mind, and you're not as compatible as you were before. And that's okay because you still learned something during that process. Hopefully you still were able to grow. You're still able to remain friends with whomever or whatever you were involved with before and become bigger and stronger so you can start your next relationships even better than you did before.
You're right. That's correct. That I totally agree with you. Certain portion of or to become compatible with others, certain portion of our personality brings in a big part of being compatible. It's an ingredient. It's a one main ingredient to be compatible is about the personality. We have to admit that it influenced the same center of power in all other people. From this point of view, compatibility based on personality speaks on primal instinctive recognition and the potential two people have for mutual respect. Although these matters will truly be seen only through signs depends on their personal positions. So it's kind of like, it's the personality. This brings into to what you were talking about, chemistry. There you go. Yeah,
Chemistry.
it brings into chemistry, but chemistry is not it's just a part. It's just also like personality is kind of like an ingredient to be compatible. Chemistry is also an ingredient to compatibility. So it's not really a main focus of being compatible, because compatibility goes along with likes, dislikes, point of interest, and point of interest, personality, like what I said earlier. And also I was talking about demographics, also brings in the demographics, because if your culture is the same culture of mine, as mine, and then I don't wanna actually get involved, or I don't wanna adapt into your culture, then there's no compatibility on that manner.
Oh, that's a really, really good point. And a lot of us, let's take for instance, you're at the beach, you find a good looking person, you think, yeah, this is gonna work out great.
Hold on, Joe. I don't wanna cut you off, but I just wanna add looks. That's what you just said.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Looks. I know I have the looks, but not everyone is compatible or agreeable with my looks. I don't understand those people.
You don't understand those people?
I don't understand those people.
Oh my god. Talking about all these key ingredient or tool to become compatible. You're funny. you know, the chemistry.
I've got it going on. Can't you agree? I have it going on.
Also chemistry actually brings in a really big part of it, because this actually, creative way of being chemist. What is the other, how you say that, the chemistry actually will
I know
in
chemistry, the hormones. I
yeah
mean, yeah, hormones.
will intertwine and grow, within two people, what I mean, they collide, support each other, so it's all those ingredients that I was talking about earlier. If you missing one, the compatibility won't ever happen, you know what I mean.
That's true. Well, I don't know. There's pros and cons. Whenever we're in a relationship, we try to have more pros and cons, which means not everything's perfect. You can still be compatible and maybe disagree in an area. You can still be compatible. Maybe you both can't cook, but you love to go out to eat. And so I don't think it has to be a perfect relationship or perfect situation. You can still have more pros and cons and make it all work out, I feel.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. That's what I just keep on telling my friends yesterday, that I think nobody is compatible right away. It is for you to get into that point of compatibility, you need to accept all those differences, those imperfection and imperfection before you get into the compatibility mode. You need to go through those things before you start getting along with others. And incompatibility, for me, maybe other people see it as a bad thing, but for me it's a good thing, because if I don't see all these incompatibilities, how can I get into the point of being compatible with you?
Well, that's a good point. You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, it's not about what other people, we don't need to actually go and like everybody the other person like. We don't need to actually eat all the food that the other person eat.
Nope,
We don't need to adopt on the other person's culture.
that's true.
But if you have an open mind to accept who they are, then that will brings the compatibility level where that you are looking for.
Sure, that's a good point. That's a real good point. It all works out, but there's other things to be compatible with besides people, and I'd like to touch on that maybe a little bit later on during our next break and talk about some other things that we can be compatible with or not
Or not,
compatible with.
yeah, or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, before we go on break, I just want to touch a little bit about personality, since I start talking about that. you know Personality is very important, but no one really knows how to match personalities up. People are sometimes attracted to like personalities and sometimes to different ones, but relationship skills, on the other hand, can always be improved, and they will help two people intertwine together.
Woohoo! Intertwine.
I know,
What does that
intertwine.
mean?
Intertwine. I'm not talking. Hey, Joe, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about intimate intertwining.
I never said that. Maria, right?
Don't you just love me, Joe?
You're something else. One of a kind.
You always love me.
Of course.
Anyways, Joe, yeah, Joe. So any more additional? Do you want to add anything of what I just said, or that's it?
No, not so much. In relationships, I think we agreed. Nothing's perfect. You keep working at it. You may be compatible in the beginning, and later on, maybe not so much. And it's okay. It's all part of our
It's
self
okay.
discovery.
Yes, I love that. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay not to like all the things of the other person. And as you, as a person, if they don't like you to, don't like everything that you like to, is don't get mad at me, because we always going to be different no matter what. That's why we have our own DNA, because we are not the same. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. If you guys have any addition, anything that you want to add to what we are talking about, uh, please go ahead and
Our chat
comment.
box.
Hi, Dolores Olsen. Um,
Hey,
I,
Dolores,
yes.
Brian, Jerry. All right.
Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be right back with what topic, Joe?
We are talking about the incompatibilities of our lives.
Thank you so much, guys. Stay tuned.
All right.
We will be
Hey,
right back. We promise.
we promise. Hey, thanks for joining us, Jason. Jason's from China.
Hi,
Oh, we got
China.
China on the board. Yep. Awesome.
I'll see you guys in a moment.
Bye.
We are now reaching our
Good
second
job,
year
yo.
anniversary on our inspirational, educational, and entertainment programmings. As part of our journey, we are so grateful to announce that our programs are now available to watch live in real time on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Periscope. A big appreciation to all our followers, viewers, supporters, and to those who are cheering for our success. Thank you very much for your patronage. For 2 years we have produced over 25 shows. And joined by passionate collaborators, individuals, and organizations. Social Media Shows Network's 2-year anniversary, and 100 episode celebration, and $100 giveaway. No purchase necessary. Go to socialmediashows.com for more details.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Hey! I was waiting for Joe to welcome you
Are
guys,
we
but
back?
then,
Are we back?
yeah, we're back.
We're back with live in today's Joe and Maria Day, right?
It's a Maria and Joe.
Oh, I get
Don't
that.
change it because they might our viewers might might get confused if you
They might
change
be
it.
confused. If they've been watching you for a while, they're already confused.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning back in with us. You know, it's been a pleasure, seeing you all viewers out there. We have different comments out there. And thank you, Dolores. And I know that there's a lot more, but I wish I can. Well, let me name them all. How's that, Joe?
Whoa, it'll be a while.
No, not really. I only see. Oh goodness, yes. Emil Amco, Patrick Middleton, Dennis Alejandro, Dominic Alejandro. Sorry. Mary Vargas, Michael Elliott, hi. Veg Ringtone,
Ray
and
Ringtone,
we
yep.
have Mr. Okay, Eska something. Rocco Latafa, and Barsol. There you go, Barsol.
Ooh.
Thank you
And
so much for tuning in. It's a
on my
big.
end, I have Amy from the Philippines, Jesse from Germany. I have Deanna from Texas. And I've
Wow.
got Jason from China. Woohoo!
Whoop whoop. Thank
And
you. Oh my
Jerry
God,
from
we are
California. Right.
Joe. You know that we are over 60. We are now in over 60 countries around the world, right?
All right.
And we already reached over 500,000 views. That's half a million. And honestly,
Woo-hoo!
I
Thanks to everyone out there. Let's
thank
keep
you
it up.
so much. And honestly,
We,
the 500,000 was like couple months ago. I haven't looked yet how much we've grown, but I know that it's over 500,000. It's half a million views
half a million.
around.
Please
Yes.
continue to like and share us and leave comments
Yes.
everywhere.
And thank you so much for sharing our shows. We have people around the world, from Italy, Canada, Middle East, Philippines, in the
United
United,
States.
that been sharing and liking and commenting on our shows. And I remember, I believe in Jerusalem. From Jerusalem, somebody shared one of our shows. I believe it's the Good News, and
Wow.
yeah, it is. We're like, holy cow, that's amazing. Like we have several fans in Jerusalem, honestly. So thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. All
So
right. We were talking about relationships and compatibility issues and incompatibility issues in our first segment. Now we want to transition to what, there, Maria?
oh,
Oh,
we
oh,
are
oh.
transitioning to compatibility. No, just kidding.
Compatibility with what? With who? I think let's go with animals.
Okay.
Let's talk about animals. A lot of us love dogs, cats, horses, turtles, birds, fish, and we love them for a short period of time. And especially dogs, maybe they'll start shedding on your couch or on your clothes. Or you might have a cat that starts scratching the screen door or your furniture. And you think you're compatible in the beginning, and that things may change over time, but that's not always the case. I found it out the hard way myself. So what do you think about that? Are you always? I mean, dogs are man's best friend and woman's best friend most of the time, but not every dog or every animal is a perfect fit for us. At least that's my experience. What do you think about that, Maria?
You know what? Since you started about dogs, I believe that dogs are lovable. Come on, these fairy babies, they are amazing. It's just
They are.
totally, yeah. They're just. I know that in the beginning, I was telling my daughter that we cannot have a dog because the dog that she wants is a German Shepherd,
Yeah.
bigger than me. So I keep on telling her, no, no, no. Well, she made an executive decision to go and get her a dog.
Okay. Okay.
So she brought in the dog, and her name is Lilo. She's 2 year old, and she is huge. She's humongous. She is way bigger than me. When we stand up, because she loves to hug me and kiss me, but I don't want to be kissed. I always tell her, no kiss for me, honey. But anyways, every time she comes and hug me, it's just like taller than me and bigger and heavier than me, and I just fell in love with this puppy. Is just amazing. It's just, anyways, what I think about fur babies, animals, Joe, especially domestic animals, is
Yeah.
they choose you. You don't choose them.
Good point. Good point.
It is like they actually been imprinted with you. I don't know if you heard this. I heard this a lot. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it a lot from a lot of pets owner that
Yeah.
when they go and adopt a pet, or when they go and get a pet, the pet jump at them, or they start wiggling their thing at them, meaning the pet chooses you. So if the pet chooses you, don't turn it down, because this is your, they are totally like human minded animals. They are
Sure.
not, they oh my god. I just actually let
Yeah.
me give you a story that is really funny, and it's a very very like, it is very amazing, a real story. uh my our puppy, one day, not only one time, but one day we saw her outside. And our outside, meaning outside the house, it's our apartment complex, so it's not our property anymore. And then we saw her again and again and again. So I was wondering how this puppy that we lock inside our house, it's outside our house now. So I did my private investigation. What I did is, I start, every time my daughter goes out the door, um I take a video. Like, I'm hiding everywhere. I'm hiding so that I can caught her opening the door, because my daughter, she probably opening the door. So anyways, so for a few days, probably 4 days, I haven't caught her opening the door. She never go out. So I put my camera, like I hid my camera, because she probably doesn't want to see me taking video of her, because that's how smart pets are. So I put down my camera and just do whatever I do. I still didn't get it. And then one day, honey, I got him, and it's gonna be coming out next week, because I got him. It is so funny that she just start opening the doorknob.
Yeah.
She's putting her paw and her nose, like, it's amazing. I was like, I got you finally. So there you go. She actually, they're smart. They know. They see. They look at you what you're doing, and they're
Yeah.
gonna follow like a little kid. They are just like a little kid that will do everything that you do. That's what I think.
Well, sure. And the dogs should be 10 years old and still like little kids. They're great. They're great.
Do you have a dog?
No, but we have a cat. And though I don't like cats, it kind of grows on you. So this cat is growing on me, and he's always at my feet. Of course, wants to be fed 24/7, 365 days a year, like the rest of us. But he grows on you.
So do you like pets?
I love them. I
Oh,
love
okay.
them. My Vanessa, she has fish. So I like the fish too. They stay in one place, but it's a little more demanding because they're big fish and we vacation a lot. Who's going to take care of the fish? Give a dog or cat, you can take them to a kennel or take them to someone's house. But what do you do with the fish? Someone has the automatic feeders do okay with small fish, but not bigger fish. So that's something we're not always compatible with leaving, because he just had babies, baby fish. So we have to watch them a little more carefully for the next couple months before we can go off and take off for days at a time like we're used to. So that's an incompatibility issue with baby fish anyways.
It's just a compatibility issues. You're not
Exactly,
compatible
fish.
with the fish. You
And
don't
they
like
get
you
bigger,
don't
you
you
can
don't
eat
like
them.
their habitat.
Yeah, right. But when they're big, you can just eat them if you're tired of them. But when they're small, what can you do?
Yeah. Well, anyways, I love my cat. You saw her. Her name is Nala,
I
and
know.
yeah, and this is really funny. I love her so much. She's been with us for over 10 years now. She's really a old kitty cat. That's my
Yeah,
yeah, and it's really funny because when I am in bed, she
yeah.
has she has her one of my pillow is her bed, so she has to sleep on the pillow. But obviously, she doesn't want to sleep on the pillow. She want to sleep in my tummy, or she want to sleep in my hand. That's her favorite part, my hand right here. So, anyways, I just keep on telling her, no, no. So whenever I do that, she stand
Yeah.
right there. She stand right there in my face, like watching me, and it scares me to death. She just watch me all night, like watch me, like, and I keep on telling JC that this cat never seen a very pretty, gorgeous woman like me. That she is so amazing.
What else could it be?
That's how she looks at me. Just look at me like stare, like, and you're like,
Yeah.
ah, Nala, can you please just go to your bed and stop staring at me, because I couldn't sleep. I felt like there's two eyes watching me. That's how it is. It's scary sometimes.
Oh, brother, that's crazy. Animals are a blessing if they're the right ones for us.
I
And
know.
I love how you mentioned, especially dogs and cats, bigger ones. They kind of choose their owners.
Yeah, they
We wouldn't
do.
want them, but if they don't want to go with us, we're going to hear about it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, they end up biting you. But anyways, yeah, that's a
Feed them right. Feed them
yeah,
right.
that's the compatibility with animals. You need to have the compatibility with the animals too. It's not just relationship. It's not just human being. It's also with animals. And you know what funny thing, Joe, is
What's that?
incompatibility also goes with computers.
Technology in general, absolutely.
Yes. If it's, if this software, this is my big issue on running this facility, is
Yeah.
the compatibility of the software and the camera and the zoom and the video and the
Yeah.
sound system. It drives me nuts.
Driving nuts. That brings up, last week or 2 weeks ago, my brother ordered this huge printer from China, like $2,000, so he could print shirts and hats and all of those logos on everything. Really excited about it. And they shipped it here, and everything's in Chinese. Right? There's no manual. Not today. You can even get a manual, but everything's in a different language, and we couldn't understand. So for 1 week, they had their tech person over there in Asia, and we're over here in California trying to fix the problem. The drivers didn't match. Some of the cables didn't match. Didn't even know how to put the ink in the printer itself.
You should have
And
called me.
right, a week and a half going through these challenges, trying to get it working out. And then over in China, all of a sudden they're having a flooding in the same location. So some of the employees couldn't work for a couple days either. And all these things. And though sometimes we're looking for a cheaper or less expensive deal, wherever it is in the world, sometimes the money isn't everything because of the compatibility issues.
Yep.
So he couldn't get the computer to talk to his printer, and he couldn't even get the printer to talk to the shirts that were there. All these things in the background. It's real heavy and real expensive, and we still don't have it quite working the way it's supposed to. We'll see what happens.
Oh my God! Yeah, the compatibility of this technology. See that the thing is, compatibility is very important in our life and even in technology. It's not just, it is, like what we were talking about the technology, Joe. So if the printer and you are not compatible, what you gonna do? You create, or you make a way to be compatible, right? Like you're talking to China. It's the same thing. It's the same thing with a relationship and other pets. If the only thing with compatibility with pets are, you cannot fix that because they are choosing you. You're choosing you, yeah, to be their master. But anyways, but with other things, everything can be fixed. And Joe, when we come back, we're gonna talk about maybe proper steps how to be compatible.
Sure.
Yeah.
I told you.
You're violent. You're violent. Joe is violent.
No, he's a lovable teddy bear.
Oh, he's a teddy bear for sure. But anyways, guys, thank you so much with our fun segment. That's fun, right? Fur babies are always fun, so it should be fun. But anyways, guys, we're gonna be back on the last segment, and we're gonna talk about, there is a problem. What is the solution? So we're gonna come back with probably some solution, and I'm gonna be talking a little bit about signs of compatibility, because it's really important for us to, even though we are incompatible, we still trying to look for the signs of being able to fix the incompatibility. So I'm gonna give you a few signs, then it's up to you if you wanna take it or not. All I do over here is I'm just gonna be sharing you about what I've learned. And thank you so much. We're gonna be back in a bit.
All right, stay tuned, everyone, and make sure you share the video. Thank you.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York. So his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience that only World Ventures provides.
Hey, hello everyone once again. Glad you stayed tuned, because we even have more information to share with each and every one of you. So once again, welcome to Empowerment Live with Joe and Maria.
I love that, Joe. I love that empowering words that you just said. Maria and Joe is very empowering. But anyways, guys.
My empowering hat?
Yeah, I love your hat. I love your eyeglasses. I love your hat. I love everything about you. But anyways, guys, we are live stream on all social media accounts, and also on our website, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, Twitch, Periscope, Twitch. But anyways, yes, we are live on 7 different platforms, honey.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? And we are 2 years anniversary, and we have 100 episodes, and and Joe is giving away $100.
Absolutely. It's not my necklace, though. That's worth a gajillion dollars right here.
But anyways, yeah, it is a good thing to actually kind of share a little bit of of what we have. We are not we are not like ABC, CBS, Fox, but we are here just to empower, inspires you guys with a little bit of what we came up, those little platform that we have here, and I hope you guys enjoying us. And because we want to enjoy you too.
Inspiration, they call it. Inspiration. Right. Now, we were talking about a few things: relationships, animals, and now we're going to go over a little bit of what can we do to look for the signs of potential incompatibility as well as who we can relate to. So we're going to talk about some of those signs right now. And please put in the chat box some of your ideas also.
Yes, please, and share and comment and like.
Very comment.
Yes,
Right on.
and subscribe on our channel.
Yep.
But
Thank you,
anyways,
Leland,
yeah,
for signing in.
one of the signs of compatibility is you have to feel comfortable with other people. You know, it's if you feel comfortable to other people, you know, it means you can be yourself. You can wear without makeup. You can show them how you know when you eat is you're like full of full of spoonful, and then you put it in your mouth. And you know what the thing with me is, when I'm comfortable with you,
Yeah.
you start hearing the bottom line of my life, my other things. And if I'm not
Real true.
yeah, if I'm not if other people won't, I want to give you an example about this, being comfortable with others is, um when I was a boss on one of my job before, uh, there is these two employees who are best friends. They go out together, they go party together, they do everything together. They go get drunk together and they got laid together. No, just kidding. But anyways, that's how close they are. They are very, very close. So anyways, one day they start fighting, and then the other person starts spreading the secret of the other person.
Mm.
And then it's a very, very sensitive information that she shared to other people. And then the other person start questioning the other lady, and said, why did you spread my story, why? And
Right.
then the other lady said, well, I thought you wanted to be known by a lot of people. So anyways, so it becomes a really big fight that I have to actually in the middle of this feud. And um and we came up to that conversation, and I pull out the lady who spread the story, the sensitive information about the other lady, and I told her that, listen, your friend gave you the information because she is comfortable with you. And if a friend give you this type of information, you should feel great about yourself, and you as a friend should keep that. You should be the keeper of her secret, not the person who will spread and break this person.
Sure.
You should the key point that I'm trying to put out here is, you should be great, feel great about yourself, that other person is telling you their secret,
Right.
that this secret of them are literally, it's a very not sensitive but valuable information, a very valuable information for them, and sharing it to you. And if you share that,
Trusted you.
yeah, and you should be the keeper, and not not breaking that
Right.
secret. And she after I told her that you should feel great about yourself for somebody telling you their secret, she literally break down, and she said sorry to the other person, but the other person already, she didn't like to anything to do with her anymore because of that. They break up because of this kind of
Sure.
situation. So when I'm saying that, feel comfortable of sharing, I'm sharing my information, even though I feel comfortable with you, I am not sharing you the secret information, the very secret information of my life, because I seen it happen. So there is a moral story, or moral, what do you call that, there is lesson on that story on both sides. The other one has to keep the secret of the other person, and the other person has not to share the most secretive part of her life.
That's right. When someone tells us anything, it's with the trust and confidence in some ways. We just have to do our best not to share rumors, or even if we're mad at someone, and that happens too much because you just burn a bridge. And I mean, you lost all chance of becoming close friends again. Usually,
Mm-hmm.
that's a tough situation to be in. Even with animals, don't keep teasing them too much or pulling their tail or abusing them, and they get anxiety too. And I've noticed with like I use CBD oils for my animals too, and it's
Ooh.
been very, very helpful to reduce the stress and anxiety. And maybe I can't be there all day to pet them. I have to go out and about and get some work to do, but give them a little, not really a sedative, just something to help them ease that anxiety so they can rest a little bit better, and then they can trust you again. So
Yep.
those are some of the things too with animals.
That's true. And Joe, other signs of compatibility is the person that you should be actually aligning with has the same goal as you.
Sure, they should. In today's world, here's the common goal:
Yep.
disinfectant wipes.
Do you drink that?
No, disinfectant wipes to wipe down everywhere you go. And today, that's obviously a mask would need it, but at least clean it everywhere you go. So that's a commonality.
Well, the number three, Joe, is you have to feel the same respect, mutual respect from one another.
Absolutely, it has to be mutual. It has to be two-way communication, a two-way street. Not everyone bears the burden of everything. You both do. Both
Yep.
have to share responsibility to protect each other.
Yep. No matter what, like the story that I just talk about is the respect. The other one respect the other one, but the other one disrespect the other one. That's not doesn't
Yep.
work on compatibility mode, people. And also, you have to admire them as a person.
Admire them.
Yes.
Hmm.
I know you admire me so much, Joe. Thank
Now,
you.
I've got a question for you. What if you're best friends with, let's say, four people? Of the four of you close friends, you do everything together. And what if there's, I don't know, an argument or a disagreement or miscommunication between two of them? What do the other three do or the other two do, if anything?
You stay in the middle.
Stay in the middle? Don't run.
Don't okay, if you have multiple friends and the other one actually start spreading rumor about the other friend that you guys have and you are in a circle,
Yep.
this is what I would do. I would say, shut the fuck up. If you have problem with that other person, go straight to her or him and let
Yep.
her know or let him know and fix it. I don't want to know. Unless I am part of that problem, then I will get involved. But if you come to me to just start spreading rumor about the other person, then I'll stop you. But if you come to me and say, hey, I have a problem with her, can you please come and let's talk about it? Then I will. But like what I said, if it's just a rumor and you don't want me there to fix that problem, I'm gonna tell you, shut the fuck up.
I'm going to say, talk to the hand. Not kidding. Talk to the
I
hand.
know, right? Other one, Joe, is you share similar concerns about the words and values and its values. So you have to share the same value. I think I like the value and concerns about your concerns. That's necessary, not necessarily true because you might have the same opinion as mine. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I think that's wrong. I just got this on the internet.
Stop getting stuff off the internet. It's not always true.
Number
Values are
six.
important.
Number
Good,
six.
good
The
values are important.
the other person accept you who you are, doesn't try to change you, and validates your perspective. A lot of people, like what I said earlier, their DNA are different. We are already diversified. So we are just living in a world where it's like a circle, and we are not gonna have the same opinion all the time. It doesn't mean that we don't have the same opinion, meaning you're gonna turn your back on the other person. Accept, talk about it. It's not gonna be always a good talk. It will be always, someone will always stand on what they believe in, but have to respect. I respect your opinion. I'm
Even if
just,
they wear glasses?
huh?
Even if they wear glasses?
Yeah, if they wear glasses, I'm gonna break that glass.
I respect you.
Number 7, Joe. You guys share a strong desire to learn and grow.
Ooh,
I
that's a
like
good one.
that. Because you
That's
know
a good
what?
one.
If I am growing and you are not, I'll try to help you to grow. And if you don't like to grow, I'm gonna leave you behind. I'm gonna say, hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista.
I'm growing. You know, this is really funny. I think this happens to a lot of relationship,
Yeah,
and also about pets. I have two. Okay, first example is there's a lot of people who actually leave their good job, good career to be with somebody, and that's kind of hard. That is really hard because of the love that you have to that person. You are
sure.
willing to live your career, even though it pays a lot, way more. And I seen
Sure.
it a lot because of love. It happens. Uh, but you know what? I think this is also come into a conclusion where you have to both compromise. What can you compromise and what you cannot? So it comes into a, that fixing the incompatibilities that we were talking here is to fix it. That's the time that you guys sit down, talk, compromise or not, or leave.
Or, right. It's sometimes you just grow apart, and that's okay.
Yes,
That's okay.
exactly.
You have
Uh,
to recognize it. Oh,
yeah. And number 8, Joe, you have similar lifestyle choices and shared vision that you guys want to create.
sure. Like a hat club.
Oh, that's magic, Joe. You have a brand new hat.
See, it's a vision. We want to start a hat club, and you have to have a variety of different hats
Nice. Nice.
and be adjustable,
Yep, yep.
adaptable when situations occur.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's really, really important about the vision, goal, your vision, and respecting others. Those are really, really important to be compatible. Without respect, there's no way you can continue on to become compatible. And
sure.
like what I said earlier, chemistry is really, really one good key to get into that goal. And the same goal, a vision. The vision is really, really important. If your vision is different from mine, how can we move forward together if you have different vision?
Sure.
So it's those are really, really important.
That happens, and you can always adjust as necessary. It's not necessarily going to tear anything apart right away. You just have to talk about it,
Yeah,
communicate properly.
yeah. So the compromising is really, really important. What and what not you can compromise.
There
Those
you
are,
go.
yeah, it's because it's life, you know, life never been fair. Life never been easy. It is
Nope.
how we make it.
Sure.
Yeah, how you make it, how you get through all these things. There gonna be like bumps. There's gonna be a roller coaster ride.
Yep.
Life is designed like that because if we have a perfect life, what life? That's boring.
It is boring, and I trust me. I do not have a perfect life, but I have a good life.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good life. It's like what we've been talking from the beginning of social media shows. It's about the journey, not
That,
not the outcome. It's the journey that we are going through.
That's right. Can't say it better than that. It's the journey of your life. And be respectful of each other. Don't gossip when you have a better chance of making it.
Yep, throw away those gossips, guys. If it doesn't if it doesn't need, I would like to say this, if doesn't need the solution that I'm gonna bring into the table, don't even bring it to me, because I am cutting off that gossip. Gossip, just gossip in general is just hurting people, making life miserable. They are never been true. They're all fake, no matter what. If it's gossip, no matter what facts you have in there, for me it's fake, because it's gossip. Because it's gossip. Yeah. And it's actually break apart people, and that's not cool. It is always um, it's always good to have people around you, and not making people walk away with heartbroken or bad rapport with you. And for those people, saying this, Joe, is for those people who I walk away from their life, or who walk away from my life because of bad things. It's life, and I truly apologize for those, maybe it's mistakes that we did, and I'm not the only one who has those. Everybody does, come on. But I apologize, and everybody who did the same thing with me is, I forgive you. I am just a human being, and you know what, if anybody who actually had a bad vibes with me and come back to me, I'm opening my arms open, wide open.
Just
But
bring food.
yeah. Anyways, Joe, final thoughts.
Final thoughts for today. I think we talked about a little bit. If you have a pet, a human being, maybe an employee, and you have a little anxiety or stress, work on yourself first. Because if you're all jumpy, it's hard to relate or be compatible with someone else if you can't take care of your own health, mental, physical, and spiritual health. You have to take care of yourself, despite what anyone says. Once you start that gossiping, you can't turn away. When you go down that path and smear someone's name and embarrass them, you pretty much screwed yourself in most cases. Things can always be repaired over time and counseling and all that, but don't go there. There's no reason to go there, even when you're mad at someone. If you find someone that's good looks on the outside, you think it's going to be perfect, it may. But let's be realistic. Every one of us has a quirk. Every one of us has something. Maybe snores too loud, burps, farts in public, whatever it is. Maybe you don't shower every day. We have to be willing to accept that, or potentially change ourselves and our own perceptions to evolve and be more acceptance of others. And I think Maria said it best when she said, have some good values and have shared values with other people. Therefore, you'll have less conflict in your life, and more importantly, you'll enjoy the journey that you're on. And those are my comments of the day.
Oh, good comments, Joe. That is actually very, very impressive and very powerful. Sorry, I just burped because the food was so good earlier. It is so good.
That's why I'm in a different studio today. It's like, I don't want to be that close to you right now.
Oh my God, you would love the food that we had today, Joe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't have to bring my disinfecting wipes.
Oh my God, this is really cool, because earlier we prepare all the ingredients for this type of dish.
Yeah.
And then right in the middle of the cooking, we changed the recipe, just totally changed 160 degrees.
That happens.
And I never created that in my life, and it tasted so freaking good. So I was like telling JC, I'm like, holy cow, I'm gonna make this. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna make that for you when you come here, but because it's just, the point is,
I love it.
we are all the ingredients, all
Oh
the
my goodness.
recipe, all the recipe is this, and then
Yeah.
in the middle of the cooking, in the middle, how can you do that, like in the middle, just totally change the dish? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, and then I was like, I'm hoping that it's gonna taste okay when it finished. And I'm so surprised. JC was like, "This is really good," and yeah, and I loved it. And I was like, "Oh, I can do it that way. It's amazing."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, thank you so much, Manuel Chavez.
Ooh, Emmanuel there.
Oh
Awesome.
yes, Manny was saying that I put a spin in it. Yes, I did. I don't know how I'm not really good on cooking, by the way, but putting, when you're not a cook, you don't know,
Right.
and then you can spin that thing. That is just impressive for me. I am so impressed with myself, honestly.
Of course. Of course. Oh my
But
goodness.
anyways, guys, that's it for our Maria and Joe live TV today. I hope you guys actually find something relevant to your life, and also you learn something from our talk today. And we will be right. Maria and Joe will be right back again in 2 weeks. And
There you go.
I am just I cannot stop myself from actually mentioning this in
Yeah.
in 2 weeks that we're gonna be back. We're gonna be on a brand new, wider place, stand-alone studio,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be really amazing. This is what's happening with social media shows. We're growing, we're expanding, and we just actually growing, and we're loving every single time of this journey.
Yeah. And that had to do with compatibility. We started off and with certain people on our board, and it didn't work out, and sometimes you have to do a little pruning so you can grow. So you do whatever it takes. Keep that positive attitude, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, thank you so much, and we please stay safe out there. Close or not close state yet, but stay safe, please.
Bye bye, world.
Bye.